Welcome to the Fearful Fright series, where we will be reading with our favorite green ghoul, Grimmer. Now sit back and enjoy this twisted tale. Today our story is called Part 2, What Crossed the Ocean. Stone Sinclair learned very quickly that distance meant nothing. The Atlantic Ocean, thousands of miles of water, jet engines screaming through the sky, none of it mattered. Whatever lived at the end of that rainbow had not followed behind them. It had followed inside. It started on the plane. Stone woke mid-flight to the sound of jingling. Not loud, subtle, like coins settling in a pocket. He lay perfectly still, every muscle locked, eyes closed as tightly as he could manage. The sound came from beneath his seat. Something tapped the metal frame from the inside. Tap. 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 A flight attendant walked past, smiling, oblivious. The sound stopped the moment she did. When Stone finally looked down, there was nothing there. But the carpet was damp. And it smelled like peat and old blood. Dwayne changed first. Back in America, he tried to pretend everything was normal, went to work, answered texts, laughed too loud at jokes that weren't funny. But Stone saw it, the way Dwayne flinched at sudden sounds. The way he avoided mirrors. The way his shadow sometimes moved a fraction of a second too late. At night, Dwayne whispered in his sleep. Stone heard names. Not English. Not human. Sometimes Dwayne woke up screaming, clutching his mouth, convinced something had been prying his teeth loose from the inside. "They're counting me," he said one night, rocking back and forth on the couch. "Every breath, every heartbeat, like I'm inventory." Stone tried salt lines, tried iron nails hammered into doorframes, tried prayers he barely believed in. Nothing worked. The coins kept appearing. In the sink. Inside sealed bottles. Once, inside Stone's chest pocket, warm, faintly pulsing, like it had just been removed from something living. They never stayed long. By morning, they vanished. But the smell lingered. The laughter started in week 3. It didn't echo. It didn't bounce off walls. It came from inside the apartment. From behind the walls. From under the floorboards. From the spaces between rooms, like the building had grown hollow organs that breathed sound. Neighbors complained about the noise. Stone wanted to scream at them, "You don't hear it right." One night, the bathroom mirror fogged over by itself. Words slowly appeared, traced from the inside outward, letters stretching the glass as if pressed by tiny fingers. Gold for gold. Stone smashed the mirror. The shards bled. Dwayne began losing time. He'd sit down at the table, blink, and suddenly hours were gone. He'd find mud on his feet, leaves in his hair, scratches on his arms shaped like small hands. Once, Stone followed him. Dwayne walked out into the street at 3:17 a.m., barefoot, eyes glassy. Stone trailed him through alleyways and empty lots until they reached a construction site. Dwayne stopped at a deep pit dug for a foundation. Stone watched, frozen, as Dwayne leaned forward and spoke softly into the darkness. "I'm ready." Something answered. Not a voice. A weight. The air bent inward, pulling sound and light with it. Stone felt pressure in his ears, his chest. From the pit rose a faint golden glow, and the sound of coins pouring over bone. Stone dragged Dwayne back kicking and screaming. Dwayne didn't remember any of it. But the next morning, his teeth were loose. Doctors couldn't explain the bruises that bloomed across Dwayne's ribs like fingerprints. Couldn't explain why his blood tests showed trace amounts of metallic particles. "He's deteriorating," one said quietly to Stone in the hallway. Like his body's being exchanged. That night, the leprechauns came fully. The apartment lights died. The air grew thick and wet, smelling of soil turned too deep. The walls warped, bulging inward as if something were crawling through them. They emerged piece by piece. Hands first. Then faces. Then bodies unfolding the wrong way. There were more than before. Their eyes burned brighter, their smiles wider. You ran, one croaked. You hid, hissed another. But deaths travel well. Stone swung an iron crowbar. It passed through one of them like smoke, then his arms locked in place, seized by invisible hands. Dwayne stepped forward. I'll go, he said. His voice didn't shake. Just leave him. The creatures leaned close, sniffing him. So eager, one said. You feel it too, don't you? The gold growing inside. Stone screamed. Dwayne turned back one last time. His eyes were already changing, flecks of gold spreading through the whites. I think, he whispered, I was always meant for this. They took him. Not fast. Stone was forced to watch as Dwayne was stretched, bones creaking, skin cracking like drying clay. His screams rang metallic, each cry echoing like a hammer striking coin. Gold seeped from his pores. His teeth fused together. His eyes hardened, freezing white in terror. When it ended, Dwayne stood frozen in place. A perfect statue. Warm to the touch. Smiling. The creatures bowed and vanished, leaving the apartment pristine. Except for the statue. Stone lives alone now. He keeps Dwayne covered, hidden. But sometimes he hears movement. A slight shift. A faint clink. Sometimes, very late at night, Stone swears the statue's eyes follow him. And sometimes, when rain falls just right, and sunlight breaks through, a rainbow appears. And Stone feels something inside him answer. Because the gold was never finished weighing them. And it will come again. Soon.